My sister accused me of hitting her, and my parents pressed charges without even hearing my side. I was 17. I lost my scholarship, my team, my best friend. Last month, she finally admitted, I just wanted to see if they believe me. They did. Now it's my turn. And I won't need to lie to ruin her life. This happened 8 years ago, but I remember every detail like it was yesterday. I was 17, a senior in high school, and everything was going perfectly. I had a full ride to State University on a wrestling scholarship, a 3.9 GPA, and I was team captain. My girlfriend Sarah and I had been together for 2 years, and my best friend Marcus and I were planning to room together in college. Life was good. My sister Emma was 15 then, and we'd always had a typical sibling relationship, some fighting, some joking around, mostly just existing in the same house without much drama. She was the dramatic one in the family, always crying about something, always the victim in every story she told. But I never thought she'd go this far. It was a Tuesday night in March. I was in my room studying for AP Biology when I heard Emma scream from downstairs. Not an unusual occurrence, she screamed about everything from finding a spider to running out of her favorite shampoo. I ignored it and kept studying. 20 minutes later, my parents burst into my room. My mom was crying, my dad looked angrier than I'd ever seen him. Emma was behind them with what looked like the beginning of a bruise on her cheek and tears streaming down her face. How could you hit your sister? My mom demanded. I looked up from my textbook, genuinely confused. What? I've been up here studying for the past 2 hours. What are you talking about? Don't lie to us. My dad shouted. Emma told us everything. How you grabbed her, how you slapped her because she wouldn't let you use her laptop. I stared at them in disbelief. That's insane. I haven't even seen Emma tonight. I've been right here. Look at her face. My mom interrupted, pointing at Emma's cheek. Look what you did to her. Emma was sobbing dramatically, playing the victim perfectly. He said if I told anyone, he'd do worse, she whispered between sobs. I'm so scared of him. The thing is, I had needed to use a laptop that night. Mine had crashed earlier, and I had a paper due the next day. But I'd used my phone to email my teacher asking for an extension instead of bothering Emma. I had the email timestamp to prove it, but my parents weren't interested in hearing my side. We're calling the police, my dad announced. This behavior is unacceptable. Dad, please, just listen to me for 1 second. No. We're done listening to your lies. Pack a bag. You're not staying in this house tonight. The police came. They took photos of Emma's face. They interviewed her while I sat in the back of a patrol car, trying to figure out how my life had just imploded. The officer was sympathetic but explained that with physical evidence and a witness statement, they had to make an arrest. I was booked for domestic assault. At 17, still a minor, but the charge was serious enough that it would follow me into adulthood. The next morning, everything started falling apart like dominoes. First, news traveled fast in our small town. By the time I got to school, after spending the night at Marcus's house, everyone was staring. The story had already been twisted. Some people said I'd beaten Emma unconscious, others said it was about drugs. None of it was true, but truth doesn't matter when you're the topic of high school gossip. Then Coach Williams called me into his office. I'm sorry, son, he said, not meeting my eyes. The university called. They're withdrawing the scholarship offer pending the outcome of your case. 8 years of wrestling. 8 years of training, dieting, sacrificing everything for the sport. Gone in one phone call. Sarah broke up with me that afternoon. I can't be with someone who hits girls, she said, and no amount of pleading or explaining could change her mind. She'd already made up her mind based on rumors. Marcus was the worst betrayal of all. My